sec.
All right, this is Doug, KB2 UKA, Fort Salona, New York, using the Anon Apache Labs Anon 10E. We're running 1 kilowatt of output power, but all the audio is the same. She sells seashells by the...
Sounds great, man.
I got to run in the other room for a minute, but I'll be back. But yeah, Doug, if you want to use it as a test point, I'll leave it running here. I'll be back in a minute here. I got to go take the dog out. M1 TRS.
All right, Roger. Yeah, let me give it a little bit more audio, and then I'm going to go listen back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, radio.
Hey, Doug, your audio sounds so good. You sound like W2ONV and reincarnated, over.
Doug, I sent you the email, so you should get that, and I used red jumpers, so I did that on purpose. Good thing, so they stand out. Check it out, and that's it. There's your fix, and if you want to add the SMA to the back, go ahead and do that. Also, all the SMA connections in the radio, tighten them up. They left a lot of them loose.
What'd you say, Richie? Say that again?
A lot of the SMA connections in the radio to the board are loose. Some of them I found to be loose, so tighten them up. You got to use needle nose pliers. Don't force them, but gently move them little by little because they're so close together they couldn't really tighten them. So use needle nose and just kind of, gently turn them until they just stop.
All right, I had you muted for a second. You're talking about the 10E?
Oh, the G2.
Oh, okay. All right. So what? Did you send me what I need to do?
Yeah, I sent it. Check your email. And I'm adding verbally, also tighten all the SMA connections in there. Check them. I found some of them to be loose.
Hey, Mark. I got a light copy on you, but I hear you.
Yeah, how do you like me now, my new mobile?
Roger on the mobile. You're about 4x5, but I can make out what you're saying, brother.
Okay. Yeah, redid the antenna on the mobile here, so we're just giving it a whirl out, spinning around, 10 or more.
Well, you were 5'8" that time. Sounding good. Richie, I didn't get it. That's weird.
It'll come. Just give it a second. I sent it out. 3 pictures are included, and the other thing. Look on my MSN email. That's where I sent it from. And I'm going to send you some pictures. You got those toroids I told you to get?
Oh, I got a load of them. Yeah. All right. I just got the email.
Send you pictures where to place the toroids.
2 IBI.
I mean, being you're going to have the cover open, right?
I'm going to open the whole damn thing. Station coming in. Stand by 1 sec.
All right, hey, carry on. I'm going through the pictures.
Yeah, I want to see what these are. So you sent me 3 photos, and I'm just seeing the SMA connectors. I'm not seeing what I have to do.
One of them is zoomed out. You see the 2 red plastic jumpers on the board?
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm adding?
That's what you're adding, those 2 red jumpers.
Okay, do they snap in or solder in?
They push on. There's 2 pins on the board, and that's just a jumper, like in a regular PC where you move the jumper.
Yep, Roger. So I got to order them then, correct?
eBay's got them. You get a whole big giant bag of them for about $5.
All right, what are they called? Like the part number?
I have to go back and send you a link on that. You could probably just get them out of an old old computer, Doug. You know where the bias is. They got those little clips on the jumpers. Those are them.
Yeah, I don't have any old computers left. I junked everything. So I guess let me see. Computer jumpers. Let's see. Well, I see them. I don't know if this is 10 black. 2.54 millimeter jumper caps.
Give me a little while. I'll send you the link for that, or I can mail them to you with the SD card.
Send me the link. I'll get them on Amazon. And station breaking in. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Sorry to interrupt. I just got an antenna up and just wanted to do some testing to see how I was getting out.
This is Doug, KB2, UKA. You're 5 over 9 into Long Island, New York, 50 miles east of Manhattan on the North Shore. How copy on my end?
Oh, beautiful. 5-9. I am up in Warrensburg, New York, north of Lake George, which is like 50 miles north of Albany.
All right, Roger. Yeah, well, you're doing what I would expect from that area.
Very good. I'm glad this thing is actually working. I got a 80-meter OCF hanging in the trees about 30 feet up, so doing its job.
All right, Roger. There's a couple other guys in here. Ray, you still in there? What about you, Isaac?
Oh yeah. He's coming over here. Over here in Boston. You're coming over here good, man. Your after Fed is working there, though.
Yeah, Roger. I didn't mean to interrupt you guys. I just wanted to get a quick radio check, and I heard you out there. This is Kilo Charlie 2, India Victor India. We'll be listening out.
All right. He's working from Kilo Bravo 1 Bravo Echo Mike.
Wizzy.
Oh, Mark, you came up, man. Where are you driving around right now? Where are you?
Oh, I'm just a little bit north of where I live here up on Lower Squatter Township up here by a mobile home park. I'm on the backcountry road, just listening to you guys pound into my 7,000 here in the Astro van. You sound marvelous. Just marvelous.
Why, thank you. This is the Anon 10E while I have the G2 out of line.
Are you using the same antenna that you were on 160 on?
Yeah, same antenna.
Yep, it's doing the job. No trouble.
Why, thank you. Thank you very much.
Hold on.
I think everybody's hearing me as well there.
You're mobile, right? So 1 minute you're 5 over, next minute you're 4 by 5.
Yeah, it's going to be, it's kind of small, so what do you want, you know?
I hear a 5-9 up here in Albany area.
Thank you very much. Hey, Doug, you don't let me hold you. I'm just listening. N3 or more mobile.
All right, Richie, so this is a very, very simple mod. And then you're saying, since I have it open, I should put the toroids. I'm looking at I see a toroid on that rainbow cable. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, you're going to add additional to the other wires. You're going to put toroids. It's on the Apache Lab site. They got the pictures there. I got them downloaded, so I'll send you pictures. I haven't gotten around to it myself, to be honest, but I have to do that. And since you got everything open, and I know that you're a critic, I'm also sending you the terminators, the 50 ohm terminators for the SMA. You're getting a link for that too. It's good to get a pack of 5 of those and have them around. You're going to need them for the 10E as well. Terminate all the open clocks and everything.
Oh, so what are you saying? You put them in the unused SMA?
Yeah, exactly. Screw them in.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Send me a link for all that crap. I'll order it tonight.
Got it.
You play like you don't know nothing at all. You just say, "Oh, I don't know nothing."
I don't know, because Isaac, if I say I know something, then I'm a narcissist, and then they get upset with me, and I guess because I don't know how to explain things in a nice way. I forget what decade that I'm talking in. I think that I'm on the street with my friends when we were little kids. How we used to talk to each other. You asshole! You can't say that. You can't talk like that. So I don't know how to talk to people without hurting their feelings.
Yes, sir. But you know by your fruits, and I'm around for a long time, man, and the knowledge that comes from you sometimes, man, and then you're gonna tell me that you don't know nothing. You have to tell somebody who just come there.
Yeah, well, because I've been helping you, and you appreciate the help, and I thank you for that. I appreciate that you appreciate me.
Yeah, no problem. All right, everybody's coming in real nicely this afternoon, and no, you guys want me to go buy a tenny now, man? I don't know, man. I hear the one up in what's it called, HRD's tenny, and it sounds good. You guys want to make me buy a new radio, man?
Richie, I think those things are called, they're 2.54 millimeter jumper shunts. That's what they're called. And I found them for $4, 100 of them on Amazon. They'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah, that's it. I found them. They're 2.54 millimeter standard circuit board shunts. That's what they call them. And you get a color bag of different colors if you want. Yeah, that's them. That's them. It's for connecting two pins.
Yup, Roger. It's the 2-pin. Let me just see. Okay, are these 2-pin shunt short circuit for it? Well, this says cap for Arduino. So those are Arduino boards, right?
Yeah, they're all the same. All the same. Whether they're the PC, those pin layout, it's the same thing on the Apache Lab, the G2 board. Same thing on the computer board where you connect the wires for the power button and all that. Short the BIOS out to clear it. Same thing in the Raspberry Pis. Yeah, same. You just slip it over the two pins. I got the link. I'm going to send that to you right now.
Beautiful.
They got overnight delivery.
What is it doing that it's correcting that jarbled audio?
I think it terminates or shuts something down that they left open. It's like a test port or something.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, and then I'm assuming I have to disconnect that ribbon cable, that rainbow cable, to get the toroids around it.
Right. You'll take the toroids. No, leave the rainbow cables alone. It's the other cables you're gonna put the clip on. You're gonna tidy them up. And the rainbow's already done to the control board or whatever. Yeah, those are done. You don't need them. But it's the other wires to the audio board and to the control board, the jacks, the mic jacks, the headphone jacks.
Okay, Roger. I see. All right.
Even some of the data cables, so you unplug the data cable, and what you do is you turn it. You turn it in a circle so they twirl up, so they get compact, and then they'll fit inside the toroid. You clip them over with a bunch of other shit.
All right, Roger. Is there a photo of that on the Apache site?
Yeah, there is in the forum. I got them. I got to find it, Doug, and I can send it to you.
All right, cool. KB2 UKA.
All right, you just got the link for the jumpers, the SMA. If you see, you got to order whatever you order. If you want it overnight, make sure it's in the overnight bin, that they don't, mix the order up and delay it. But you need a $25 minimum purchase. So figure out what else you need and order the jumpers, and you get them overnight. 7 a.m. delivery.
Yup, I see. I'm ordering them right now. Stand by. KB2 UKA.
KB1.
Yeah, but it's $25 minimum. So whatever you do, put everything in your cart to make the minimum, and make sure before you ring up when it tells you how they're going to ship it, make sure the jumpers go overnight. I'll look for the other photos. KC2s that you are. Isaac, I know a lot about the G2. Believe me, I didn't wanna learn a thing. Ray will tell you, but I was forced to because I got it. When I got it, it was a dead stick up until August. Then August, Lawrence and Christopher fixed up a lot of the software that made it usable as a standalone radio. And if you notice, all the G2s that are working. If you look at some of them that was sold, if you look at the home folder, it has my call sign.
And then you're gonna tell me what? So let me ask you a question. Why do you have your call sign there?
Because I sent out a couple of copies, and one guy gave it out to one guy, and then everybody used it at that point.
Because your knowledge, right? Because your knowledge, man. Okay, KC2 said you're on the group. Everyone be here.
No. Just at that time, everything was manually line by line. You had to type it in the terminal. And let me tell you, it didn't come overnight to me, Isaac. It took me months. I had to read it over and over. When I read it, I didn't understand what they were talking about. I was getting pissed off. I'm like, why not make something that installs automatically? What is all this shit? But you know what I did? I would come home on the weekends. I'd read about it at work and try to understand the procedure. And then I come home on the weekends and I would experiment and do it. I didn't know anything. I had to learn it, and I did not want to learn. You could ask anybody. I didn't want to know what Linux was. I didn't want nothing to do with it. I wanted Windows and Windows only.
Okay, QSO. So you was last night. You say so. You're gonna send the amplifier back this week?
Yeah, it didn't blow up. I blew it up last time. It stopped transmitting, and I forced it to transmit, and I got the flash and the pop. And I said last time, if it happens again, I'm not messing with it. I'm just gonna send it back. So I'm sending it back. And Alex, my friend who beta tests the Mercuries, he told me he believes the Adreno failed. Something failed in there, but it has to do with the control board. Why was it working for about 2-3 weeks after I got it back, and it must have been working there, so they didn't fix it. Or if they did fix it, whatever the issue was, it blew again. I don't know. Nobody tells me. I asked him why, and he says, oh, just keep an eye on it, watch this, watch that. Well, I'm not messing with it no more. Because I messed with it, it cost me an extra $320.
Arnold's
yeah,
from Florida.
No problem. All right, that's They probably say Richie can afford it, man. They probably say that you can afford it, digga.
I don't want to put no money into it. I'd rather have a Lux. So I'm going to ask him if I could trade it in and what they give me and then upgrade to the Lux. I don't know. I don't know if I want it back. But I love the little Mercury 3. I like the single device. It's a great amp. Let me tell you. That's all I use is that little Mercury 3. I love the thing. And you know what? I'm good with 800 to a kilowatt. I don't need legal limit. I got the two Luxes on a combiner on the G2, and let me tell you, I hardly push the power.
Whiskey Bravo.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So with the G2, what kind of accessory you need, man? I have to get some information. You have to educate me on not the G2, man, not the G2, on the new one, on the 10E, man. You have to educate me and tell me what you need, there, go.
I don't know. You got to ask Doug. Doug, I don't have one. I'm not getting one, but it's working. You don't have to do anything. You could use the newest software, the newest release. The step attenuator works. You know, Bob's got one. HRD, it's working fine. I questioned him about the pure single. The sample, it samples identical to the 7000. Set peak, get peak. It's identical to the 7000.
I like it, Isaac. Richie, you think you and I can remove the pad, change the pad in this RF2K so I can get full output?
Yeah, you could do that, and but let me see now the G2. This is how I run the G2 in the software. In the PA menu, I have it limited. It's limited to 19 watts, or 20 watts max. Sometimes you can't get 19; you get 20 or 21. So it's limited to 19 or 20 watts each band. If you do that, you're good. Yeah, you could change the pad and then run the 10E or you could limit the G2 to 15 watts.
No. I'm saying if I want to run the 10E, I want to get full output.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Just remember, you got to turn down the if you're gonna make it so you full output at 15 watts, you're gonna have to go in the software and turn down the G2, and always remember not to exceed that power. But yeah, you can change the pad. Find out how many dB pad it is. You got to pop the coverage. Should be right there.
All right, yeah, I'm thinking of that. Isaac, the only thing I'm noticing difference between the G2 and this 10E, the receive audio sounds a little bit better on the G2.
Oh, okay, QSOs.
Hardly anything. You have to really listen for that. But you should see a difference in the pure signal.
Come over here.
You should have a higher minus number on third order IMD. A little bit, maybe another 5 or 6 dB more, or less. Maybe between 2 and 5 dB more, better IMD.
Yeah, I'll know that tomorrow. I don't, because the 10E it's an SMA connector, and the G2 it's a BNC connector for the RX bypass. So I won't have the SMA to SMA here until tomorrow, and that's when I'm going to try pure signal.
And the Brick 2 is very close to the without running an amplifier. It's very close.
Yep, Roger. All right. I gotta mess around with a couple of things here. Let's see. Why can't I'm just building some meters here. So Richie, what I was gonna do, when I'm done setting up the database for this 10E, I'm gonna save it. And then when I get the G2 back in line, I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna switch it back to the G2, readjust everything, and then just save a separate database. That's all I'm gonna do. And then when I'm using the 10E, I'm going to select the 10E database. And when I'm using the G2, I'm going to select the G2 database.
No, you didn't know. Why don't you do what Richie just did? Why don't you copy another shortcut, put it on the screen, edit the data path in the shortcut, type in, the minus sign, data path, semicolon, / C:, go right to another directory and call it Hermes 10E, and everything will be directed there. And then you could leave the original icon alone for the G2, or you could leave it, just for Thetis, and you could add another shortcut and then create a data path and call it Saturn G2, like I do.
Yeah, I could do that, but my way would work also, though, right? Like if I have a 10E database and a G2 database.
Yeah, you would have to change them, but so you would have to actually rename it before you put the other database in, and then you would rename that database, and then rename the one you renamed back to to the original OpenHP-SDR. So what you do is that in the OpenHP-SDR, it'll say Thetis 64. So in front of Thetis X64, you're going to rename it. You're going to call it Hermes 10E, and then you're going to save that folder with that name. And then you could create another Thetis 64, which it should regenerate when you click the icon. And but why do that when you could have separate icons, and it'll automatically put separate databases, and you could put them wherever you want, different directories.
Yeah, but I think it's not even that complicated. I'm just going to use the database manager. So when I want to use the 10E, I load the 10E database. When I want to use the G2, I load the G2 database.
I don't don't know, Doug. I think it'll corrupt there's other settings, I don't know. No, you don't want to do that. No. I don't know. No, you don't want to do that. That's why he created what he did, because they become corrupted.
Okay. All right. So I'll watch his video on how to do it. He didn't make any changes, right? That's the last thing he did?
Well, he made changes after that, but I haven't read what he's done. He did something to save LED CPU power, the pixel powering. So now he powers all the pixels, the LED lighting or whatever it's called. I forget what it is.
Yep, and I'll tell you what else is happening with the 10E. I'm averaging 4% CPU usage as opposed to 8% with the G2.
Yeah, because it's got one ADC per receiver, where the G2 has two. So that's always running in the background, even though you don't have it selected, turned on in the GUI. So of course, yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna let me get the G2 fixed. I gotta run upstairs for a little bit. My wife and daughter are leaving tonight. They're sleeping in Jersey. She's got that movie tomorrow. So I got to go hang out with them. They're leaving at like 5:30. I will be on tonight. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Richie, thank you for all the information. Isaac, Richie, Dave, you're listening in there. Who else is in there? Ray, if you're still in there. 73, guys. I'll be back tonight. KB2, UKA. Happy Labor Day.
Have fun, Doug, and 3 or more mobile.
All right, Doug. Yeah, no problem. And the reason is you're using 16-bit ADCs, DDC versus 14. So that's less processing it has to do to compute those that data. Okay, and there is a picture I could dig up and show you the difference between the ADCs. So picture if I drew a line on a piece of paper. And on that line, I made one with 4 dots, I made one with 8 dots, and I made one with 12 dots. Which is the more complete line? Well, that's the difference in the ADC.
You probably got.
That's all right. Believe me. Now, on the lines, but by drawing lines with dots, you could see the difference. I mean, very clearly. But when it comes to the human ears, well, there is a difference between 12 and 14, but there's a very slight difference between 14 and 16. And a lot of government radar systems are only using 14. They're not even using 16. What does that tell you?
I'm thinking nobody needs amplifiers. My 13 watts should be enough.
Was there trying to check in. It said something meanwhile you were talking. You can see who it is, Digger.
Don't key on me, man. I'm only running 13 watts, Isaac. Stop being mean.
Oh, that's you? You're normally blowing up my radio over here. You want to damage my radio. All of a sudden, you're all the way down there, so I'm surprised, Digger.
I'm ducking and weaving. I'm hiding in the bushes.
I don't know why. I wonder why.
The signal's low, but you're good.
Yeah, I'm only running, maybe, let me see here. It's about 15 point, almost 16 watts. I had the amplifier off, just sitting here listening to you guys and playing on YouTube here, and just hanging out listening. But I just wanted to say hi, let you know I'm still listening.
595 over, Dave. 595 over. Not bad.
You have over there is working, man.
You know how it is. It costs to be the boss. I'm going to sell all my radios, and I'm going to buy that brand new ICOM, and that's all everyone needs is an ICOM Mark II.
You're not just selling all your radios and buy that Mark II. Why they didn't put all what they put in there in this one I have over here? No, I have to go buy the next one there, though.
That's what I was trying to tell Richie, man. They're keeping us chasing, and I'm telling you, at the end of the day, You don't need these Hermes. You don't need the Anons, the G2s. You don't need the 101s. All you need is a 7300 Mark II.
But I can't go. When you guys over there enjoying your 5, 10, 11K, I have to be there. I can't go over there.
Well, it's overrated. Right now, it's just a trend. It's just a trend right now, Isaac, you know? Everyone's getting crazy over bandwidth and all that. I remember 10 years ago, they used to yell at everybody. Now everybody wants to do it. So now we got to do the opposite. They want to go wide. We got to go tight.
Yeah, and then I forget that. You remember when we were on the other night? So to them talking, I'm like, why is all of you out there? Man, I forget to bring it back, nigga.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough being pretty, man.
One big difference between then and now, and that was activity. The bands are deserted today where they were jam-packed full before.
Well, you know, like I said, once they sell off the bands, the band itself will get smaller, so in return it will be packed.
Well, you know, we don't have to approve that. You know who's behind that? The ARRL. You know, the ARRL is like, you know, Black Lives Matter. They're like the Rainbow Committee.
Oh, boy.
Do an activity, and they get involved, and next thing you know, they're a spokesman, and they're pocketing money on the side, convincing you this is what you need to do. It's not their hobby. Remember that. It's our hobby, and we have to vote on it, not them.
Yeah, but without the, I forgot to key up. Yeah, but without the ARRL, ham radio would cease to exist.
Yeah, but it's like any corporation. They come in and they take over. Don't you understand? They're no different. It's all about profit. They care about profit. They don't care about you. In the beginning, everything starts off with a good cause, and then it becomes infiltrated. It gets corrupt.